Why is it so hard for some of us to find that peace in our lives that we crave? We can never seem to just be content with our lives, in a state of serenity. And that's quite literally what peace means: state of contentment and serenity. Now, what is being content? It simply just means you're happy with how you are, who you are, what you're doing, the results you're getting, the path you're on. You're at peace with that. And some of us struggle to really just allow ourselves to be in the moment, to enjoy our lives. We're so worried about the future, or what we look like when we did something 10 minutes ago, or the results we got from a project 10 years ago. That's probably what's holding you back from really enjoying your life. You're not in the moment. You're too worried about your future because you're not content with what you're doing now. And essentially what that means is you're not pursuing your passion. What makes you happy is what will bring you your peace, the most peace in your life. To what it boils down to is you're not doing what you love in life. You haven't figured out who you are, what you enjoy doing, what you don't like doing. You haven't ran those trials on yourself yet to figure out what it is I want to be remembered for in my life. So you're not at peace with who you are or what you're going to become. You know what you're doing is not going to give you that ultimate satisfaction when it comes to the end of your life, because you're not allowing yourself to be at peace. Now, I will say finding your peace is hard, because if you easily, discover it, it's probably not true peace. It's more likely just temporary comfort, temporary satisfaction to get you away from the fact that you're not truly chasing what you want to do in life. And it's such a hard subject because nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear you're not doing what you love to do or what you think you love to do. And so many of us are at unrest at night. We have trouble sleeping. We have trouble getting up because we're not doing what we love to do. And most of us just don't know. So that's what I'm here today, is when I was struggling in my life, I did these couple things to finally find peace with myself. Because truly, peace is a state of mind. That's for sure. It's not an object. It's not anything you can reach physically. Because if it can be taken away from you in the physical matter, it's not peace. That's just comfort. That's satisfaction. You need to discover it in you, in your heart, in your mind. You need to be at peace with yourself. The goals you have for yourself. You won't reach them without your peace. And the way you get peace is through searching for your passion. Now, the first thing I really did with myself was I was a constant overthinker, man. I had so much anxiety. It was built up. I could never just allow myself to enjoy the moment. I'd be thinking, man, what am I going to do in the morning? I got to go to work tomorrow. Oh, the whole while you can't even enjoy the movie you're watching or enjoy the person you're hanging out with, because you're so stressed or overthinking about what happened a year ago or what happened yesterday or what people are thinking of you from something you did last week. I'm here to tell you, nobody cares about that, man. It flies by quick as that. Something you did that was so embarrassing a week ago is going to be forgotten in 24 hours. So the first thing I want you to do is just stop overthinking. And I know that's easier said than done, for sure. It took me a year to stop doing that. But practice your mindfulness. Be in the moment. If you have to, focus on your breathing. Don't do full out breath work. I mean, you can if you like, but just focus like in, out. You're breathing. That's being in the now. Focus on like the color of a truck or what you're going to do in that moment. The next thing in front of you is what you should focus on, not what is going to happen in 6 hours from now. What am I going to do when I go home? What am I going to do when I get off work? Or how am I going to study for this test? When I going to do that? That doesn't matter. That will come, and when that moment comes, you will be ready. But if you constantly overthink about it, you're just going to build yourself up. You're going to worry yourself. You're going to stress you. You're going to do something that's stressful to you. That moment's going to come regardless. Stressing about it is not going to help anything. That's something you should always tell yourself. That moment will arise. Stressing or worrying about it is not going to help anything or anyone, especially myself. Because when your mind is constantly overthinking, you can never focus on what's in front of you. You will never give your full 110% on that project that's right in front of you. Whether it be work, school, personal projects, studying, relaxing. You will never relax if you can never relax your mind. Yes, you can think about those huge things that are coming in your life. Those projects or the school, whatever you're doing that's important to you. Yes, you can plan those out, think about them, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about if I mess up. You might mess up. Hey, that's life. Nobody's going to judge you. Nobody's going to hold that. Nobody's going to remember that forever. But that is the very first thing you need to do, is just let go of the future. Stop worrying about the past and just remember, live in the now. It may take you a couple months to even a year to finally allow yourself to be at peace in the moment and just understand nobody truly cares. Stop worrying. Be yourself, be you. The next thing you need to do to be at peace is figure out who you are. Truly, you need to expand on yourself. Dig deep, go have some fun, find things that you don't like, find things that you love, because that's who you are. You will not be at peace always doing things you don't like. You may not like your workplace, but okay, that's fine. They may make you a lot of money. You put up with it for a little bit. You go do your thing when you get home. That's where your peace is. You don't care about work because work is work. It's not your life. You have those things outside of your job, your 9 to 5 or your 12-hour shifts that you do every day. You have that thing outside of work. So you know that when you get home, you get to be you. You get to go do things you love. You get to go for a run. You get to indulge in those hobbies online. You could be doing graphs. You can be creating stuff for somebody. You can be web designing, graphic designing, whatever it is. That's you. You need to figure out who you are. Honestly, if you're not happy here, you won't be happy here. You won't be happy in the world anywhere if you're not happy here first. Because this is your home. You have to understand yourself. I'm not saying 100%. At least 80% understand who you are and expand on that. You got to be at peace with it, and you got to know what you like to do in this world, because there are a ton of things that you don't like, but there are a few things that you will like. That's why everybody has personal interests, hobbies, different jobs, different degrees. There's a job for everybody. There's a thing for everybody. There's a place for everybody. You have to figure it out on your own. It's through the trials and errors of doing new things, expanding yourself. You're not meant to just limit yourself and be this one person. You can have many interests, many things that you're good at, many things that you could potentially be great at, but you won't ever find it just sitting there. You'll always be like, just if only I could do it. Well, you won't ever know if you just don't do it. Now, the final thing that really helped me out to allow myself to be at more peace in my life is a really hard, I'd say extremely hard thing to do, because change is not very comfortable for a lot of people. It wasn't for me when I first started doing it, but you need to alter those toxic environments. You need to rid yourself of those people holding you back. Now, I'm not saying get rid of your boss's number, or get rid of this someone's number you count on just because they make you a little mad. What I'm saying is, remove yourself from those places where you feel unwelcome, that don't make you feel like you. They force you to put on a facade 24/7. And what's sad is your home may feel like that sometimes, because that ties in with number 2. You're not doing what you love. So your home is not going to resemble that, because you're not allowing it to resemble that. Let's focus more on the aspect of people. Some people truly hate seeing people pursue their passion, because it digs deep in them, knowing they're not doing the thing that you're doing. They want to hold you back. They want to ridicule you and make you feel bad for that. That will lead to you thinking, oh, well, maybe this isn't for me. No, it is for you. This is what you like to do. So you have to get rid of those people. And I've talked about this countless times in my other videos, but truly some people don't want to see you win. They don't want to see you happy. Some people truly, deeply hate that. They hate seeing other people succeed or be happy, enjoy their lives, because they can't do it themselves. Unfortunately, you'll take that back home with you. You'll feel like your home is not your home, because now you're getting ridiculed for things that you love to do by other people. We like to be accepted. So when we're not accepted, we think we're weird, we're outcasts, and that causes something in your brain. It makes you feel as if you're a weirdo. You're not doing what you should be doing, what everybody else is doing. It doesn't matter what everybody else is doing. There's a thing for everybody, and that's the biggest thing that most people don't understand. So just find out around you, do these people truly love me for me? Do they allow me to always be myself? To never feel as if I'm doing the wrong thing in life because I enjoy doing what I do. I'm looking forward to 10 years from now because what I'm doing is my life. It's a part of me. It brings me happiness. It brings me into my peaceful, calm mindset. I don't feel stressed when I'm doing these things. And if those people do, that's good. You need to keep them. But if they don't, distance from them. Distance from those places. If you truly hate your workplace, if it brings you too much stress, anxiety, too much anger, you need to get out of there because you spend a lot of your time at work. That's why a lot of people tend to be entrepreneurs nowadays, because working for these corporations for other people just drives them insane. They don't like working there. There's certain things, a lot of things people hate, the schedules, the people, the customers, wherever you work. You will have something you hate about your workplace. You will not always 100% like your job unless you're doing what you love. And you'll hear that in most of these people's professions nowadays. Like you talk to a basketball player, he loves what he's doing. He's trained his whole life for that. That's his passion. You talk to an MMA fighter, doesn't matter if he loses, wins, draws, he loves what he's doing. Yes, he loves to compete, loves to win, but at the end of the day, he loves to do what he does. He loves to train, he loves to fight. He loves that competition. You talk to an artist, they love painting, and so on. You get the gist. But when you're not doing what you love all the time, there's going to be a certain aspect like, this isn't essentially me. I don't like this. So if that's your job, if you hate your job, now hate's a strong word, like you dread coming in, you lie about what you call in for, you leave early, you just don't want to be there, find something else, man. There are a billion jobs out there. You can find something you like. So just to go back through these things, the first thing we talked about was allowing yourself to be in the moment. Don't worry too much about the future. Stop dreading on the past. Because honestly, the only thing that matters is your next move. What you do now. Doesn't matter what you're going to do. Doesn't matter what you've done a week ago or what you're going to do from a week from now. Now, focus on the now. So practice mindfulness, stop worrying, and just be at peace with the moment and learn to change it. Now, the second thing we discussed, figuring out who you are, deciding what your interests will be for the rest of your life. Now, those things can change, obviously, with age, knowledge, justification, all these things. But like we talked about, number one, what matters is now. So if you like something in the moment, you enjoy indulging in it, spending your time there, that's what you enjoy. You have to expand yourself, understand yourself more, get to know yourself. Pick up a book and read, maybe. Maybe you enjoy reading. Maybe it allows you to vision something in your mind. You vision the words playing out in your head. Maybe you like playing some video games on the side. Who knows what it could lead to? You may become a game developer. You get the idea. It's trial and error with your life, figuring out things, experiencing new things, getting out there, having fun, and allowing yourself to be you. Now, the last thing, this one is the hardest in my opinion, because change is hard for everybody. Getting yourself out of places where you don't feel welcome is always the most difficult, because we get accustomed to routine. Your workplace will provide routine. Living with someone may provide routine. A relationship, it can be anything you don't like. It brings you dreadful hate to you, yourself, your surroundings. Doesn't allow you to enjoy anything. You need to get rid of that. Whatever it is, people, places, things, it has to go in order for you to make yourself at peace. I hope that you can find peace in your life. The biggest, most stressful thing in anyone's heart or mind is knowing that they aren't living their life the way they want to live it, because you only get one. So you need to find out how to be at peace with who you are. You are who you are. When you're doing things you constantly hate, man, you're not you. You got to find those things you love. You got to find out who you are. Enjoy life and be more at peace with yourself. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm working on a few things. So if you enjoyed, if this was helpful for you, don't be afraid to drop a like, leave a really nice comment, and hit that subscribe button. And I hope to see you guys in the next video.